Namaskar, a very warm good evening on behalf of Bengal Circle comrades. The topic for the day for us is Be the Change. The topic seems very relevant looking at the current new generation India, as demographically we are the youngest nation in the world. The youth has immense power, but has the youth been able to bring the change that our forefathers have dreamt for the India to be in the future? The question is still unanswered, because after 70 years of independence in the so-called largest democracy of the world, we still need to think twice before posting anything in a social networking site, because we ponder over the feeling that our words may be mistaken as anti-government and we may be prosecuted for sedition. Leave about prosecution. The best way in the era of digitalization is the government can deactivate my Aadhaar and I become a stranger in my own country. Is this the change we expected? The answer is no. The era of digitalization was supposed to be the era of the youth, but rather than the advantage of the youth, it has been used by the bigger forces as a channel to motivate, to make us look a different picture, which is completely unbeing of what our culture has imbibed in us. Day after day, we are being imbibed with a culture of selfishness, a culture of individuality, and we are moving ahead and away from the concept of togetherness. We are facing a situation where our very existence is at stake. Things need to change. We have to change the way we think. We have to change the way we look at things and the way we look at the digitalization era of the country.
Be fast.
You must be wondering that what are the changes as a banker we can bring. To answer this, we have to introspect ourselves. How many creditworthy KCC SHG proposal we have rejected when we are posted at RUSU branches? And when we are posted at SMECC branches, we have sanctioned 100 crores of loans. We have to understand that we are the bridge between government and the poorest of the poor. As a banker, if we want, we can bring amazing improvement in the socio-economic environment of suburbs and the villages we have worked. After all, we are the bankers of every Indian, and not only the bankers of Malias and Modis. And as I have mentioned the name, we have to do everything in our power to ensure that such fraud doesn't happen in the future. One of the major reasons why these frauds happen because of the knowledge gap between the officials. To eradicate this knowledge gap, we can share our knowledge between our colleagues. It is impossible for one to know each and everything, but as collectively, we know most of the things. So if we can share the knowledge through WhatsApp, through seminars, or any other mode, then we can be empowered with knowledge. And when we are empowered with knowledge, we can say no when a wrong order is given to us. Although no one likes to hear a no. If we analyze our political situation right now, then if we say anything which contradicts the current government view or its agenda, then we can be termed as anti-nationals. Not only that, comrades. The current situation is like this. Even after 70 years after independence, we cannot exercise our fundamental right of speech. The current ranking of India in the freedom of speech had degraded to 138 among 180 countries. Comrades, now there is a situation when even a simple accusation of cow slaughtering can award us death penalty. So we have to protest. And only protesting in the Facebook and social media won't do anything until and unless we create a system where these protests channelize into the corridor of parliament. In USA, there is already provision. When there is a protest in the social media, if it gathers enough support, then it has to be debated in the House of Republic and Senate. So we have to make that change, comrades. We have to build a cohesive force. We have to carry people along. After all, 5 of us may create a small tide. 50 of us may create a wave. But if 5 million of us shouts, then the government has to listen to us. And I have to conclude with this. Dr. Shashi Tharoor quotes that not every time and not everything we have to agree on everything. As long as we create the groundwork that how we will disagree. Comrades, be the change.
Thank you. Bangalore.